Friday, December 19th, 2025. Making the headlines this evening, President Dr. Mohammed Irfan Ali has announced a 1-month tax-free bonus for members of the disciplined services. The Berbice division honored the dedication and bravery of its firefighters on Friday with an annual award ceremony and luncheon. 2 men, including a well-known boxer in Berbice, have been charged in connection with the alleged sexual assault of a 14-year-old girl. We will bring you full details of those and other stories when Newswatch returns. Welcome back, and now for the news in detail. President Dr. Mohammed Irfan Ali has announced a 1-month tax-free bonus for members of the disciplined services. Sulochini Ryan joins us with more details.
President Dr. Mohammed Irfan Ali, during the Guyana Defense Force's annual Christmas luncheon on Thursday, December 18, 2025, announced a 1-month tax-free bonus for members of the disciplined services, reaffirming the government of Guyana's commitment to their welfare and professional development.
Safeguard us. Over the past 5 years, we have not only restored the 1-month tax-free bonus to the disciplined services, we also increased salaries, adjusted the pay scales upward, accelerated promotion, improved working conditions, and expanded training opportunities. I am now pleased to announce that a 1-month tax-free bonus will once again be paid to our disciplined forces, placing an additional $2.1 billion of disposable income in the hands of more than 13,000 members of the disciplined services.
He noted that since the bonus was restored in 2020, more than $6 billion has already been distributed to members of the disciplined services. In 2023, the initiative was further expanded to include civilian employees of the Guyana Defense Force, GDF. The president also highlighted the government's focus on preparing soldiers for life after active service. At the same time, the head of state commended the GDF's performance over the past year.
Has consistently recognized the invaluable contribution of the disciplined services. The safety of our borders and the protection of our people are the cornerstone of the Guyana that we are building today. At the very center of this are the men and women of our disciplined services, whose courage and sacrifice.
The president reiterated Guyana's commitment to strengthening its defense capabilities, maintaining a professional and well-prepared force, and deepening partnerships through defense cooperation and diplomacy to promote regional stability and combat transnational crime. Reporting for the LRTVS Newswatch, Salochni Rupnarayan.
The Berbice Division honored the dedication and bravery of its firefighters on Friday with an annual award ceremony and luncheon. More details with Monique Balgobin.
The dedication and bravery of firefighters were placed in the spotlight as the Berbice Division hosted an awards and luncheon ceremony in their honor on Friday, December 19th, 2025 at the New Amsterdam Fire Station. The ceremony was held to recognize firefighters who continue to risk their lives daily to protect lives and property across the region. Officers were awarded for outstanding performance, long-standing commitment, and years of dedicated service to the fire service. Delivering brief remarks during the ceremony, Divisional Officer Mr. Clive MacDonald commended the firefighters for their resilience and professionalism. He also provided a breakdown of the division's activities and major events of the year, outlining emergency responses, operational achievements, and ongoing efforts to strengthen fire safety and preparedness across the region.
Through it all, what stood out most was your commitment, your dedication, and your professionalism that you did throughout the year. And give yourself a round of applause. You have stand the tree in my book, if I should use those words. You have stand the three elements of firefighting. First one is to carry the excess weight, which you did. Then you utilize your strength and condition simultaneously, which you did. And when I say fires, I don't want the EMTs to be left out, because when we say fires, we mean in both fires and emergencies. And last but not least, you complete tasks, as always a firefighter does, exhausted. So again, give yourself a tap on the shoulder. The division today responded to 480 calls, fire calls. Calls. 227 of those fires are grass and rubbish, as we know that we had a brief period of the dry spell, and we get a lot of calls during that period. 82 involving buildings, houses, and the other are remaining structures, for example, electrical calls, vehicles, etc. Again, causes of those fires, deliberate and malicious causes, top that table, and it goes 25 and 41 respectively according to the causes. 118 persons who are left homeless. That is not something for us to give yourself a tap on the shoulder for, but due to our fire prevention message that we spread, we have noticed a significant increase within the division. We had 2 persons who were injured by fire, and 100 persons died by fire. Let me rephrase. 100 persons died by fire, but Mr. Media, please take out of that 100, please take out the 1. So it's 0. Eyes on the lighter side. Ambulance calls. So you can see that there were improvements last year, if my memory serves me right. We had 6 deaths, 5 on the quarantine, and then 1 because over the river. So we could see that our message on fire prevention and safety. Ambulance calls for Region 6, that is in New Amsterdam, we had 435 calls. 350 of those calls involving adults, 9 children, and 75 were the ages were unknown of those persons. And what we observed, the calls, the timings, is between 6 in the morning to 12 midday, we had 135. And between 12 to midday to the east, 18 hours in the evening, we had 159 calls. That makes up that's the 2 timings where we find a lot of persons who will call for seeking the assistance of the ambulance. In Region 5, ambulance calls, we have 257. Out of that 206 involving adults, 14 were children, and another 37 unknown. And the timings again is between 6 to 12, we have 96, and between 12 to 1800 hours, we have 83. And that makes up our statistics in both fires and ambulance call.
Among the highlights of the ceremony was the selection of Firefighter of the Year, an honor recognizing excellence, leadership, and unwavering service. This title was awarded to Owen Adolph, who expressed excitement and gratitude upon receiving the recognition, describing it as a proud moment and a motivation to continue serving with dedication.
The final award for B Division for the year 2025 goes to leading fireman Owen Adolph. Leading fireman Owen Adolph walks in the stores. He walks in the stores. He would have just been certified as an energy driver. Right? Very willing, very willing, very cooperative, very disciplined. And so congratulations to Mr. Adolph. Thank you for your service.
Well, to be honest, I am excited. I am happy that I was named the best firefighter of the year. I wasn't expecting it because every step that I take to carry out my duties, I do it with my whole heart and ensure that it is being done. Right? So I wasn't expecting it, but I am really happy and grateful that God has seen me to this point. To my colleagues, I want to say thank you for looking out for me. Thank you for helping me. Thank you for working with me. It is never an easy role when working sometimes because of the different fire calls and so on. So I want to say thank you very much for your support and for us to continue working together.
The luncheon served as an opportunity to boost morale, strengthen teamwork, and encourage continued professionalism within the division. Reporting for the LRTVS Newswatch, I am Monique Balgobin.
More news after these messages. You are watching LRTVS Newswatch. Now for more news. Several motorists are facing charges after the Safe Road Intelligence System, SRIS, detected illegal third-lane driving on the nation's roadway. Ashley Smith tells us more.
Taking a major stride in strengthening traffic management, the Guyana Police Force and the National Data Management Authority have rolled out a new SRIS enforcement upgrade that automatically detects and reports illegal third-lane driving, an unsafe habit widely blamed for bottlenecks and mounting frustration among tourists. In a statement released on Tuesday, December 10, 2025, the Guyana Police Force said the enhanced SRIS platform now uses upgraded video analytics and pinpoint vehicles that improperly use inner lanes to bypass traffic. It records high-definition footage capturing lane position, speed, and license plate details, all of which will serve as admissible evidence for the GPF when pursuing dangerous driving charges. For years, drivers have complained about motorists exploiting turning lanes to form an unauthorized third lane, especially during peak traffic hours. Authorities say the practice fuels collisions, near misses, and severe traffic bottlenecks for compliant road users. Officials describe the new automated detection capability as a direct response to these long-standing concerns, providing officers with consistent, real-time evidence to support swift enforcement. The SRIS network currently monitors more than 100 traffic lanes, with further expansion planned. By relying on automated systems, the GPF can strengthen traffic law enforcement without needing officers stationed at every busy intersection. This upgrade is another step toward a safer, more disciplined traffic environment. Traffic Chief Senior Superintendent Mahendra Singh said, "Technology allows us to enforce fairly and effectively while reducing congestion and improving the daily commute for thousands of Guyanese." The initiative forms part of a wider national push to modernize traffic management through smart, data-driven tools. The GPF is urging motorists to follow designated lanes, drive responsibly, and support the ongoing effort to create a safer, more efficient road network. Reporting for the LRTVS Newswatch, I am Ashley Smith.
2 men, including a well-known boxer in Berbice, have been charged in connection with the alleged sexual assault of a 14-year-old girl. Saloshni Rupnarayan tells us more.
A 19-year-old boxer and another 20-year-old man appeared before the Albion Magistrates Court on Friday, December 19, 2025, to answer to a charge of rape involving a 14-year-old girl. The accused are 19-year-old Teron Wins and 20-year-old Kesson Kesney, who is currently on remand for an unrelated matter. The duo appeared unrepresented before Magistrate Michelle Matthias, with Kesney appearing via Zoom. It is alleged that the offense was committed a few weeks ago at a house along the east bank of Berbice. After listening to the details of the case, Magistrate Matthias refused bail. The matter has been transferred to the New Amsterdam Magistrates Court, and the case is scheduled to continue on January 5, 2026. Meanwhile, according to information received, the victim was taken to the residence of the 18-year-old early that day by a 16-year-old female, where 8 males were inside the said premises imbibing. The 2 accused allegedly forced the victim into a room where a handcuff was placed on her ankles and her hands tied behind her back before she was assaulted. The matter was later reported to the child's mother, who contacted the police. Following an investigation, the 2 suspects were arrested and charged. Reporting for the LRTVS Newswatch, Salochni Rupnarayan.
Welcome back. We will now take a look at the local stock exchange market compliments of Gaski. And for the bridge report, The Berbice River Bridge will be closed to vehicular traffic on Saturday, December 20th, 2025, from 16:35 hours to 1.5 hours. This schedule is subject to change without notice. And for the weather report, partly cloudy with a high of 86 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 73 degrees Fahrenheit. And tomorrow, partly cloudy with a high of 85 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 75 degrees Fahrenheit. And that's a wrap on tonight's edition of the LRTVS Newswatch. In case you missed the newscast, you can visit our YouTube channel at LRTVS Newswatch to stay abreast of what's happening around you. Remember to subscribe and click the bell icon to know when we post the next video. On behalf of the Newswatch's technical and production team, I am Melina De Freitas. Thank you for watching.